Hi everyone. I'm going to start streaming now, but I'm not sure how good my internet is today. There may be some issues, so I'm just going to wait until I have some feedback on this. It seems to be okay now. So sorry about that. Sometimes it's not so easy with live sessions, but I think it should be fine. I don't know how many of you are here, but what I'd like to do today is to cover some of the resources that you have on the Hawk. I've had so many questions about where are the photographers, where can I find more information, and so on. So I hope this is going to work fine. So just give me a quick hello there. Okay, I'm here. Well, I can see Brooklyn now, Isabella now. I see lots of you jumping in. Very nice. Nice, Pamela, again, Susan, hi, good right now. There's good. Alice is there. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It's working, it's working. Mac Lady says she's there. Oh, great. Of course, Amanda's there. Who else? Oh, I can see everyone here. That's wonderful. Okay, good. So I guess you can hear me loud and clear. I'm glad to do that. So what I intend to do, and I'm going to get right to it, is I've collected a lot of resources, and our Joanne's there, and RJ is there. Great live show. Yes, it's finally from home again, where it's a lot cooler and things are more orderly. From Indiana, Carol, Kathy. Oh, it's so nice to see. I'm just going to spend 1 or 2 minutes just saying hello to everyone. Michelle, just call and tell me where you all. Carrie waving hello, waving hello. That's nice. Pamela, oh my goodness. Raina, oh, that's wonderful. I see all my friends here. Jacqueline, that's great. So people who've just jumped in or looking at the replay, you just have to understand I'm always attending to viewers. This is a dialogue. It's not a monologue. It's very important for me to communicate with all of you. Okay, so you just have to bear the first minutes of such a broadcast. Ah, there's Jill in North Saanich. Oh, that's good. That's good. You're right there. You're right at the source. Okay, very good. Well, jump in if I'm missing anything. I can never cover all the resources. So I'm going to now make my window smaller. I'm just going to jump back there and I can read your comments as we go. Hi Laura from Eagle Nation. Yeah, I saw you were on yesterday too. Forgot to say hi. Very good. Cheryl, oh my goodness. All my friends are here. That's really wonderful, and thank you for taking time. So, the most important resource that you can find anywhere is the Hancock Wildlife Foundation on this. I can tell you that with there is no dispute about this, simply because there is a huge form on there. Although the website seems a little bit outdated. Yes, we met. Okay, we did. Okay, so we met yesterday. Okay, I see. Hi, Karen, also there. Good. Judy is there. Sue, more and more from Detroit. Jackie is there with a difficult spelling. 2 minutes for live stream to start. Yes, it does. It does. Always gets live notification. Well, that's good. So you're all there. So back to the Hancock Wildlife Foundation website. That is really the main source for you to look up anything, because you will always find a lot of volunteers there. It's all done on voluntary basis. You can see I'm here on the home page, and they've covered a lot about the Eagle Hawk. And if you go to forums, which I'm doing now, it's good to look at the latest posts. And if you go on the latest posts, go and look for this column here called Roberts Bay Bald Eagles. Click on that. That's where you find a lot of history. Yesterday was together, wasn't it, Sue? It was fantastic. And if you haven't seen the broadcast that I've done, it was more than an hour that I did. I think I did 1 hour 20 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it. So there you can see Al, you can see a lot of people, you can see myself, Terry's there, Nora. I'll get to all these, contributors very soon. There's Deborah is there, very nice. Luana is there, and so on. I always check the Roberts Bay forum. That's exactly. So this is your main source. The Roberts Bay forum is the biggest and the most reliable source you can find. You can also go through the news on the front page. You'll find it. So that's the number one place to look for. The web page is fortunately, the web page is being renewed. So you have to have a bit of patience. It's all done on voluntary basis. There will be a new web page that does a lot more justice to the beautiful live webcams that they have. Now it's a little bit cumbersome. If you want to see live webcams, you have to jump in there. It doesn't jump as like on explore.org and so on. It was a great RJ, my IT friend. It was a great thing. That's fantastic, RJ. RJ, by the way, I should talk to you. Maybe you can help me build a new computer. I just have to say that on. If you want to have a job, because I need a faster computer that does a lot of the real-time 4K work for me. So I'm just saying that on the sideline. Send me an email, SassePhoto@gmail.com. That's great. Do they have any GPS tracked hawks on the site? Oh, gentleman ghost, you ask questions. Difficult questions, you know. The why this is a difficult question is because you can only ban hawks when they're in the rehab center usually. Okay, that's the route to go. There are exceptions too. Okay. I finally had some dinner for my broadcast. Yes, I did, Michelle. I did. So this is the website. Now let's go to YouTube straight away. The person to look out absolutely out for is, of course, Linda Robson. You've probably seen her, L1246. Take a good note. By the way, I will summarize all the websites after this. Okay, so RJ said, okay, send me an email, please. Because yeah, we'll have a separate conversation on computers, and I'll explain why. But L here, L1246 has done a lot, and she was the one who took the first pictures ever from the hawk-eagle nest, and actually recognized this cannot be an eagle. Okay. So glad I made it. Good, Kim, you did. Very nice. Okay, so look out for that's the main YouTube channel, and then you'll find a lot of YouTube channels that she's linked to, which I will also go through some of them. Now, if I've left any of you out, it means that either I couldn't find any direct information on the hawk on the website. It doesn't mean that you don't have anything, but I have only included people here where I could find photography or media or anything that was linked to a website. Otherwise, the information is regarded confidential, and I don't feel comfortable broadcasting it. So no hard feelings there, please. It's just the way I did it. Now, a person who you should really look out for is also Nora. Nora has an amazing history, right? You can see she links here to her blogs. She does beautiful blogs, and when you open one of her blogs here, you come to her page called Island Ramblers, and you will find a beautifully emotionally written blog here. Really, really beautiful. Hi, Sue. Beautiful pictures. Yes, they did, and you've seen so many, and there are more and more. And what is wonderful about the way Nora writes is you will find that this woman is struggling with leukemia and very severe leukemia. You'll find more about me. That's why I'm telling you that. I wouldn't have told you that information if it hadn't been on her own website. I've spoken to her. She's very courageous. She's absolutely wonderful, and you can find out much more about her. So she has put a lot of her personal energy into blogging and putting pictures. So I have very high regard for her, just as much as I of course have for Linda, for really initiating this and I give both of them lots and lots of credit. Okay, then we come to Sassys, oh sorry, I can't even pronounce his name, and she gave me her real name yesterday, and I should know it. Yes, you enjoy Nora's information, absolutely, I agree. Well, here is more. I met her at the yesterday too, not whilst I was broadcasting live. We had a conversation, and I've already, I have a terrible memory for names, much better for faces. So yes, Nora is absolutely awesome. I completely agree. So if anybody knows Sassy's real name, just tell me that. This is Heather's using something. I told Nora the little hawk was her miracle. Absolutely. What a nice thing to say, Rod. That is very nice. Absolutely. You want to buy a camera shot of the eagle and hawk? Did you get the photographer's name? You're talking about David or Philip here, Mac Lady. We will get to that. You love Island Ramblers. I agree, Jill. Yes. So I'll get to that in a moment. I'm going to go one by one. So here's Sassys. Oh gosh. is related to SassePhoto. No, it's not. Gentleman Ghost there back in New York. Go and drink your Starbucks stuff and keep your wise comments to yourself. I'm only joking, okay? Okay, now we there's one person I really respect, that is Miles Brown. I interviewed him. Also here his website, Miles Brown. He deserves a lot of credit. He was the person who went up to the eagle's nests a few years ago and found made this really amazing footage of the hawk in the eagle's nest. There's no no, not me. There's no record. There's no record what happened after that words to the hawk. What is interesting about this incredible tree, it was completely hacked and bitten to pieces by a beaver. So I show that. If you haven't seen that, look at one of the live streams. Very interesting broadcast interview that I gave that he conducted with me. I'm very grateful that Miles was there and ready to give a lot of information. But this if you look at want to find original information, this was published in 2013. I think the incident was somewhere in 2012. You really respect me, thank you. Okay, I'm not going to talk about myself. I'm going to talk about all the other great people here. And then now let's jump to the photographers. Okay, the photographers. Well. And this is in no particular a rank or so. I'm just, yes, he's the tree climber. He's the tree climber, the biologist, absolutely. So Natural Images Canada, and we talked a lot about Terry yesterday. Writes beautiful blogs. He's a jeweler himself, okay, and he really crafts his photography like a jeweler. So you'll find, it's a website, and that is an absolute must. If you go to his homepage, you'll find that he has a wide interest in birds and rodents and wildlife and so on, blue herons. And then, of course, if you go to he calls it the Little Eagle, that is where you find a lot of things for purchase and so on. So if you haven't found it, I'll put all the links below. Okay, so don't worry, you don't have to take notes here. I will put all the links. Yes, Terry is a wonderful, humble personality. I can tell you, Terry would be a good friend of mine, and he probably will, because his personality is just fantastic, really fantastic. So that's to Terry. Now a few other photographers. Either I couldn't find their homepage, but another one is Conan Shi. I don't know who Conan is. I just saw that he or she was referenced a few times from newspapers. And blogs. So I found a few images there. I don't have any further information. So on. Yes, Terry has beautiful hummingbird bird thing. So that's Conan Chi. I only have a Facebook link here. Okay. Next one, very interesting. Also Susan Huot. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Susan. I found on Susan's. Let's go back to her homepage. So you know that's hers. Susan wrote nature photography. You can see very wide nature photography. And when I jump back to her latest images in July, I found something on our hawklet. For sure, that is him. So she's also done something. Sue, I believe, was Pascal. Oh, I see. Okay, good to know. Okay, thank you for any additional information. Okay, so that was Sue. Next one. Here is... Yes, Nancy. I met Nancy yesterday briefly. She came to me, introduced herself, and she has photos in nature by Nancy. She's also got something about the hawk that you can see there as I'm broadcasting. Obviously, she's done some videotaping too, so you can see the mayor talking there. Mr. Price talking there with David Hancock and so on. So it's also another website or person to contact if you're looking for further information. Julie says, thank you for providing the links as my little boy is sick. Oh, I'm so sorry. And doing round the clock care, that's tough. I know how it is with small children. I had twins myself, I promise you, and twins get sick together. Whatever happens, it happens with colic when they're born. It goes all the way. I know about this, okay? So my heart goes out to you. I know how difficult it is round the clock, and it's painful, and this is a lot. So I have full respect for you, Jolie. Okay, so this was photos in nature by Nancy, okay? So I hope everything goes well. And now we go more to the news. Okay, let's jump to the news. Well, we have to start with National Geographic. That was also National Geographic was Sarah Gibbons. I've had a bit of contact with Sarah Gibbons. She's very open, writes exceptionally well. She writes for National Geographic, and she originally had a lot of contact with Linda Robson, who took one of the first images, and then she wrote a second media report, also very nicely written from National Geographic. National Geographic has been quoted by many newspapers again, many other media, and doing a second one. She did then also include a lot of my media, which of course I'm very happy to share. So and a few others. So you will recognize that. It really received and deserved attention through National Geographic, and I think Sarah did a great job of covering it in a very inspiring style. So that's National Geographic. Okay, don't worry about the publicity drawing wrong. Oh, I see. Okay, yes, right. Of course, I also found that CTV local news here in Vancouver and CTV on the island did an excellent coverage. If you Google, and we'll Google something later together, you'll find CTV has done a lot of coverage. They've done a lot of interviews. They were always there. I think from all TV channels, local channels, they were. Who were the first ones to notice the Hawk-eagles? No, the first one. The first one was Linda Robson. She was the first one who identified that this is a hawk, actually. It wasn't the first picture that was taken. That was by someone else, and I forgot what her name was. But I never saw that picture. I never saw that picture with the original two hawklets in there. Okay, maybe somebody knows. Okay, yeah, the nest is indeed empty now. Unfortunately, it is. But CTV, just Google CTV, has so much information. By the way, CTV also did something beautiful yesterday to cover that. Global BC also covered the event yesterday, the festival. Okay, so that is CTV. Just Google them. They have loads of information. There's so much. I cannot possibly cover everything. Also, of course, the Times columnist covered a lot. Richard Watts covered a lot of information, I think, on several incidences. And Terry is quoted here and a few others. So, excuse me. Again, lots of information in worldwide media. Okay. Next one. Oh my goodness! This is, of course, the Vancouver Sun. I think they reprinted the Times columnists here. But again, you can see a lot of activity here. Love this little 9-year-old girl. Absolutely. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough. If you haven't seen it, I interviewed her yesterday. She did a wonderful job of storytelling. I said, if I could have talked like this at 9 years, I would have been very proud. Really did a great job. Original pics were shared on Flickr. That's it, Mark. Thank you for that. I think now I remember. If anybody knows the photographer's name who shared the original images of the two hawklets, and that must have been in May sometime, between 15th and 30th of May, please let us know, okay? That's a good point. Thank you, Mark. Great point. Very good. Okay, so Vancouver Sun, just Google all the Catalina, that's right, that's her name, Catalina, right. And then let's get to the experts now. Of course, David Hancock doesn't have to be introduced. I introduced him straight away at the beginning. Hancock Wildlife Foundation. There's so many interviews I've given with David, and he's given incredible background. And then, of course, there is Professor Bird, who actually lives in Sydney. You've seen him yesterday too. You've seen these two argue, by the way. It's very, I often, you have David and David. Yesterday I followed them both arguing about the meaning of a gray and red squirrel. I should have published this on a comedy section. I think it's so hilarious when you have these two at dinner arguing about the significance of red and gray squirrels, and you think, oh my goodness, and they get both so excited about it. So very nice to see such incredibly enthusiastic biologists, both of them very high rank and very respectable, by the way. Okay, so both Davids are definitely worth looking into, okay, and looking at, okay. Hi, there's Patty. Say, oh, Patty came in, coming loud and clear from Redding, California. I'm so glad to see you, and sad you couldn't come, okay. But it's very nice to have you here. It's wonderful. Does anybody have Hawk adults info? No is the answer, Sue. Absolutely not. No reliable information, as far as I know. I've asked a lot about this. No, there's only speculation and not enough to really cite as credible information. Unfortunately, okay. The whole story of the hawk starts with a mystery and it ends with a mystery. It starts with a mystery because no one knows for sure how it got there. There are some theories that seem more plausible than others, and actually Mike did a great job yesterday explaining the different theories right at the end of the festival. If you haven't seen that, he explained it very nicely. And it ends in a mystery because our hawk has flown away and it's not banded. We have no way of telling what happened to the hawk. And maybe that's what makes the beauty about this whole story, okay? That's part of the puzzles in life. Life goes on, right? we can't let go of the hawk. That's our problem. Now we need a hawk psychologist. We need a bench and we need a picture of the hawk, and then we can tell all our sorrows of how we feel now, okay? Okay, so that was Professor Bird. What else can I tell you? That was CBC News, yes. Some crazy theories too. Yes, there are some crazy theories, absolutely. So CBC News, of course, covered it too. You can see many pictures there. Oh, there's so much going on here. Just so much information, okay? And there's Sarah Gibbons, beautiful media report here given on the hawk again. So no news is good news. Absolutely, I agree. You support us with your awesome live broadcast. It was an absolute pleasure. And by the way, I will continue this. I will not continue with the hawk, but the eagles will be covered. I will be. I'll give you a quick insight into some of the future things that I'm going to do. I'm looking to getting a high-speed camera so I can show you slow motion takeoffs of raptors. Never been shown like this before, okay? So that's one of the things I want to do. Another thing I want to do is I want to show you a bit about the things I did in Port Hardy, but most important of all in Alaska, in Dutch Harbor. I will show you some of the videos I did. The eagles will come back sometime in September, and I will continue broadcasting. We have a beautiful area. As we go then into the eagle season, I will go a little bit, and you'll be surprised at hearing this. I want to go a little bit into the history of the Sasquatch. Now, the Sasquatch has a big question mark. What is the Sasquatch? However, the whole myth or the whole story of the Sasquatch is deeply a very deep part of Harrison Mills and of Vancouver Island and so on. So I'm going to look at some of the people who can tell us a lot about the about the stories about the Sasquatch. So you'll see me more as an inquisitive reporter here, and I'll make you. It's part of the culture here of Vancouver that has to be included. I see it very important. David Hancock, by the way, has published 40 books on the Sasquatch. So I think it's something we absolutely have to include too. If you don't like it, just keep out. But I want to just bring a more holistic picture of everything. Okay, so we will be looking a little bit into that too. Okay, from hot Miami, Florida. Sun, what is it? Sunshine. Yes, Sunshine. And Sue, hi Sue. Not another visit by a hawk. Yeah. Well, if our eagles step it up next year and they have a peregrine falcon in there and possibly an osprey as part of the family raising to bring it to the next stage where more than National Geographic and others will cover it again, I will certainly be there, and maybe we'll have a grizzly bear climbing the tree at the same time, as well as some other exciting things. So I'm sure the Sydney nest will be incredible next year. No, I'm only joking. I wish, right? But anyway, I'm just inventing things now to keep your attention. Bigfoot, yes, we'll do a Bigfoot live stream. I will dress up at Bigfoot and you will see me as such, okay, next to my kangaroos, okay? Bird of prey reporter, yes, okay, very good. So yes, that was a lot of information, at least 17, 18 websites I've covered. Let's do one last thing. If you do Google the story, let's just Google it. These are the words that I would Google. And the one is, of course, you start off with the word eagle. The next one is hawk. And don't forget the word Sydney. Sydney not spelled as the and then you can see Eagle Hawks Sydney BC coming up. We need a monkey. Okay, we'll get a monkey running up the tree. Yeah, but it will be very interesting, I promise. I have lots of ideas, how to continue giving live streams. I'm lucky that I am right in the center of where most eagles are, so you're going to see a lot of live streaming there, right? There's another photographer called, oh, I see. There you go, Sherry Ripso. I'll try and Google her in a moment. Okay, 1 second. So this is what you should Google here, and then you get all the information. You see here you get Sydney BC neighbors to throw bash for eagle raised by eagle 1 day ago. Here you get so much information, pages and pages of information if you go to images. So Eagle Hawk Sydney with an I is the thing to look out, and you get millions of images and so on. So that's the way, that's the way to really search and so on and so on. And you can also go to news. Just press news and you get all the news updates here. Incredibly much news. There's something to celebrate. Here you can see BC local news. Here you go. Victoria News. There you can see what's going on. There's a picture of David Hancock and the mayor here, Steve Price, and so on. Okay? So lots of things. Hi, Christian from Denver area. I'm just looking. Someone else already raising a grizzly bear. Yes, we'll do it. Yes, Sue. From Denver. First time I caught you. Well, that's great. I'm glad, Linda, you did. And there'll be a lot more raptors in future. This should be a regular meeting for hawk therapy. Yes, we can do that. We'll do that. And you can all lie on your benches and I will try and be a medium between the hawk and you, so that may be possible. Amazing of 2 red-tailed hawk chicks in nest. Yes. So Kim is saying if that was the share. Let me just hang on. Let me just Google that. I just want to do that quickly. Very nice. You see, this is what I like so much about live streams is the interaction. It's not the boring stuff when you look at nature programs, because we really have a conversation here. So I'm just going to type her name here. Hang on. Sherry. Let me just do that. Let me just get the spelling right. L-R-Y-P. Oops, I just lost you there. Hang on. R-Y. Let me just see 1 second. I lost you because sometimes the comments go so quickly. Where was it now? I think it was S-T-O. I lost it. P-S-T-A, and I'll just write hawk there. Let's see if this was indeed. Oh, that's her. Okay. So that was her name. Yes, Sherry Upster. Let's see if there's a picture, but yes, that was indeed her name. But what we're looking for, maybe it was her, but I was trying to find the original, the original picture that she or someone took. Of the 2 hawklets, where only one survived. I haven't found that. Okay, here we come again. We have to log in and so on. Let me just get rid of that. So that's my question at the moment. Okay. There's a picture by Suzanne, who I just named, by the way. And Nature had a picture on 29th. Here, yes, that is her. Okay. Let's try and Google this. Yes, she had a picture, but why the picture is not more popular, I don't know. So let's go through images quickly. 1 second. I'm going to see if I can find her original image somewhere. No, I don't know. Yeah, it's an interesting question. Oh, here's a picture. Hang on. Here it is. I think this is the image. I found it, okay? I'll give you a link in a second. I can't expand this more because it's low resolution, but I see 2 hawklets in here, and I think this must be the image that is being referred to. So let me just give you I'm just going to save this. 1 second. I'm going to save this and give it as part of a link so that you have it. So I found it. Okay, I'm just going to save this for myself. Visit page, 1 second, and I'll put it into my, quickly put it as a bookmark so I have it. Okay, very good. So that was great information. Thank you very much. So we have her original image now. Okay, very good. I'm glad we do. That's great. So you see how useful it is to talk. Okay, well, that's all I was going to let me just jump back now. That's all I was going to say, because if I don't have anything else to add, that was about, that's all interesting. If you have some other comments, I'm just going to jump to your comments quickly to make sure I haven't missed anything. Here we go. There we go. Sounds quite interesting, yes. So the things that I'm going to come up with, oh, there are lots of comments here still. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I missed quite a few comments here. I've included comment. Yes, I bet. Okay, there we go. No buzzards. Okay. Yes, that's the last comment I've seen here from Sue. So I've got your comments back. It's very nice when I scroll back. Now I feel bad. Okay. Any plans for checking the soundness of the eagle's nest in future? Yeah, that was a question that came up yesterday. I don't know if there are any plans of putting a webcam up there. The question is more the power and to get someone to fund it, because it's very expensive. It's not so much the camera that is expensive. The installation of the camera is really the expensive part. You also have to get the consent, of course, of the owner there and so on. Okay. Can I suggest, says the gentleman goes, to David, a GPS map feature showing real-time tagged hawk location? You know, gentleman goes, there are. The problem is not I have to give a long answer here. The first answer is there are real-time tag maps for raptors, for some eagles and so on, but far too few. The second is that David Hancock is working on a project whereby more and more eagles can be tagged so that we understand much more their migrational behavior. Okay, there's a project going on, and Mike. This Mike, who is a medical doctor who was talking yesterday, he's running a proposal, a lot of things to go. So does maybe the nest needs some interference with or some stabilization? That could very well be. Okay, isn't the nest falling? Yes, it is. It's becoming unstable, and it will need some looking after. Who's going to do the maintenance? I'll tell you once I know. Okay, but I'll talk to David Hancock about that. Or maybe Professor Bird knows, but I'm sure, I mean, that nest is so precious, I'm sure something will be done about it, okay? Okay, so it's going to, so I will definitely continue. What I also want to do is I'm going to compile, we don't know yet whether we're going to work on a story for a documentary of the hawk. It's a lot of effort that goes into this. It's something that is more than a full-time job. I'm very willing to do such a thing, but it has to be very well coordinated. Okay, so that still has to be decided. However, what I will do is I will in the next week or two compile my best footage I have, and I'll do another live. A live event, just as I have done now over the weekend, probably not next weekend, but I think the weekend after. I'll announce the exact time where I'll be going through the best media that I have. I have so much footage on our hawklet, and also many things I haven't shown. So I'll be sharing that with you within half an hour or an hour. All the best scenes, they'll go through the hawk again, so you can enjoy that. And as I said, there'll be some footage there that you have not seen before. Okay. Yeah, that's Jack from the Bering Sea. That's exactly right. That the Bering Sea is north of Dutch Harbor. That's the incredible Bering Sea that has the biggest population of pollux in the millions of tons. That's exactly right. That is our Jack. That's correct. That's Jack Mullen. Yes. And I'll be showing you a very nice live summary of the videos that I took, beautiful eagle videos, and I'll talk a lot about it. Okay. I see something about poor Mark. I probably missed something. That's Captain Jack. Yes, getting ready for his 48th day tour. Yes, hey Jack. Yes, that's Captain Jack. Yes, Captain Jack Mullen. That's right. Okay. You and David putting something together, that's what I was talking about. If this goes for a TV program, it has to be very well funded too, because it's a lot of effort to put it together. So we'll know, okay? Ah, there's Jack Mullen. Haha, there's Jack. There's so much to say about Jack. Here he is. Okay, there's my friend Jack. Talking about Dutch Harbor. And yeah, I would love to go again with Jack next year. Do a lot more footage on, on Dutch Harbor, my favorite place on the planet, okay? So let's go is what he says. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. So Jack, join me, Jack, when I do a live broadcast here on Dutch Harbor. If you want to, I will link you in by Skype, because it would be nice to hear your comments too. We can do a lovely dialogue together, and you can give so much interesting background from a hi my friend. You could do so much interesting background from a fishing point of view, which I absolutely cannot cover. I can cover the eagle photography parts and so on, but I think it would be really precious if you would be willing to join me and give a lot of input there, okay? And I'll show all the footage that we have, which is really beautiful footage, okay? Incredibly lively footage, okay? So that's another idea. Very good, okay. Okay, so if that's exciting things to come up, as I said, I will publish everything. Okay, sign me up. Great. Jack will do it. I will coordinate with you and see when you have time. That's good. Has anyone seen Pam's videos from Alaska? Oh, eagles on her pouch. Yes, I have. I have seen them. Jack may know her personally. I don't know, but I have seen those. Yes, I have. I have. Yes, Dutch Harbor. Dutch Harbor is on your bucket list for sure, but be prepared. It's rough there, okay? It's rough, Alice. If you like the real rough, go to Dutch Harbor. No internet, by the way. The internet sucks there. The internet is terrible. Forget it. I can't do live broadcasts from there. If I could, I can tell you I would do the most beautiful live broadcasts. Not gonna work. Doesn't exist there. Okay, just that you know. Can you share the link, of course, with the two hawks in the nest? I will. You know what? I'll give it to you immediately. Control copy. And here it goes. Here you are. That is the immediate link to the hawk with the two, so that you have it right now, okay? Already organizing tours for Dutch Harbor, I see. Good. That's going to be fun. I will, by the way, also be giving, and if any of you are interested in, I will be giving eagle photography classes right from my home place here. So if you're ever interested in having eagle photography one by one or in a group, I will be giving more information. You will be learning how to do very beautiful eagle photography, how to do image processing. I don't teach in a conventional way. I'm not going to give you all the rules. I'm going to give you nice shortcuts so that you can get to your result very quickly, okay? And we don't go by all the rules, because I believe that breaking rules is the best way to do photography, okay? So I will give you some simple settings, and then we'll go out and do the real thing. That'll be probably happening sometime in November, okay? So if anyone is interested in you coming to Harrison Mills for the festival, I will be giving photography classes from there. Quite intense ones, both where we'll be out in the field and we'll be doing image processing, the whole thing, okay? Where did you send the link? I sent the link just up a little bit, okay? Lesson of Christians are wonderful. Thank you, Jack. That's very kind. I'll put in the link once again, okay? I'm putting in the links once again. That's the link, okay? So there you go. Okay. So all that's coming up, okay? A lot of exciting things. And no lack of ideas here. You live in Canada? Yes, I do. I live in Surrey in Canada, Surrey. It's near White Rock. Actually, I'm 20 minutes away from beautiful White Rock, okay? I cannot get the pictures of eagles in flight. Okay, I will teach you how to do that, Alice. No problem. The eclipse, thank you for reminding me of the eclipse. Possibly on Friday, I'm going to give a preview of what to do during the eclipse. I might be doing something on Periscope. I can't announce it yet. But if it's going to be a big thing, I will do a live broadcast, show you how to use the solar telescope. I'll tell you everything you need to know about the eclipse, how long it lasts, where to be, what to watch out for the traffic. how not to look in the sun. That's really important. What to do, what to look out for during totality. What are the incredible things you can see, the details? Do you see the stars behind and so on? I'll give you all those details this week. Possibly on Friday I'll be doing a broadcast. Okay, I will or maybe on Saturday I'll announce it, and I think you will enjoy it. Okay, so a lot of things to look out for. And you don't have to read all the things. You can ask me live, so it'll be fine. Okay. The cool thing about Flickr link is that you can zoom in the image. Yes, larger, better. Of course, Flickr has that. That is correct. With all the advantages and disadvantages, Mark. The disadvantage being that a lot of these pictures can also be downloaded. Right? Okay. That's it. Covering clips in August soon. Yes. I don't know if I'll do the live coverage. For several reasons, but I'm going to do a pre-eclipse hype where you can really get excited about the eclipse and what to look out for. Okay, all you need to do is go to Banff. Okay, so wonderful. Okay, NASA has great website on eclipse, and who could do it better than NASA? Right. What I will do a bit different with to NASA is I can never do them any justice. However, what I will do is answer your questions as they come in, and I will be showing it to you live. Okay, it'll be a live view. I'll put up my solar scope outside. We'll look at the sun in real time. That's what I want to do. Okay. Hopefully the sun will be clear. I think we're getting some bad weather now, so it all depends on that. Okay. So as soon as it gets fine, I'll do it. Got to run. Okay, Jack, you got to run. We got to run. Everyone's got to run. Okay, that's it. Okay, never been on Periscope. That's fine. It's just another channel in YouTube. I started with Periscope and I still use it a lot. Have the same channel name there. Okay, credible not people there. I'm so glad I've got all my excited friends here. I wanted to thank you from my heart for always following the adventures. You've made my life incredibly fulfilling. You really have. That's why I want to thank you. A lot of energy I get because of your incredible interest. It's what feeds me. All your interest, your curiosity, your persistence, your patience, your proactivity, and so on. Being part of this. This is been the most wonderful event I will go on. Making one event after the next. So I wanted to thank you. And I'm gonna call. If I can. Well, now you see I can't find my mouse. That's another thing. Can't find my mouse. Okay, I'm going to have to go back now. And I will stop the stream now and have a lovely Sunday. If some of you already have a Monday, like in Australia, have a lovely Monday. No, sorry. You know what? I'm completely confused. It's Monday here, but we have a holiday in BC. Oh my goodness. We have a holiday. It feels like Sunday. Sorry. No, okay, let me start again. Have a lovely Monday wherever you are. If you're in BC, enjoy your holiday. And some of you may already be in Tuesday. Okay, I got it right now, and I'll better shut up before I make another fool of myself. Thank you so much.